Hey everybody, this kitten needs a new home, but that is really not the reason for this video. Little boy, if you don't settle down, what are you doing? Just Jackie, very cool kitty. I need some help here. So, I just got done listening to a pastor who uses a puppet when he does his videos. I have mad respect for this pastor. He's a Pentecostal. And he said something that just totally blew my mind out of the water. And if what he said is true, then... all right. So, in Revelations, it talks about basically what's being said is that God knew before the foundations of the earth who was going to be saved and not saved. And to this pastor, I have to ask you this question. Yes, I believe the Bible is true. Yes, I love God. Yes, I am his child. But I have to ask you this question. If God knew beforehand who's going to be saved and who's not going to be saved, then when you made the video to the atheist woman who said, if God knew beforehand I wasn't going to be saved, then why did he allow me to be born? And you said he allowed that to give you a chance so you could choose him. Okay. A couple of things here. One, if God already knows who's going to be saved and who is not going to be saved, then why would he allow somebody who he knows isn't going to be saved? Why would you say that's to give them a chance? Okay? So God knows everything before it happens, before he laid the foundations of the earth, everything that is going to happen. Answer a question for me. Why, if he knew that, and he created Adam and Eve and put them in the garden, if he already knew that he was going to have to send Jesus to die for our sins, he already knew who's going to be saved and not saved, why would he go to Adam and Eve and say, you can eat the fruit of any tree in the garden except for the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? Why would he warn them if he already knew what was going to happen? There would be no reason for him to give them a chance. You don't give a chance when you already know for sure, because God doesn't take chances, what is going to happen. Somebody has got to explain the contradiction for me here. Because if what you're saying is true, that makes God everything that the atheists say that he is. A psychopathic, narcissistic, antisocial murderer. Somebody please help me with this. How can God already know everything that is going to happen, but then have to go warn Adam and Eve not to eat of this fruit, the fruit of this tree? He wouldn't bother to do that. He doesn't do anything that's unnecessary. I need some explanations here, please, y'all.